October 17th, 2013. Guys, this is the first Hubble images we've seen since May. This goes back to May, the one we're looking at here. But this is October 8th, the release. I just found the image today on one of the Hubble sites. But again, what they've done is overlaid it with multiple stacking. Unlike this image back in May is clearer than this image now because of the overlaying. But I can do enough with this image. I want to show you something. Even though it's overlaid, I'm going to go through the temperatures and I'm going to bring up that inner coma. We're looking at the outer coma, which is 70,000 kilometers, and I say it's probably plus that now because it's getting closer to the sun, but there's not new data out to support it. It just looks brighter in this new Hubble image. Of course it should be, but again, they could give us a lot better than this. This is better than nothing. At least I'm going to go into the temperatures of this comet and break this down. Look at that. I'm getting the same objects on the new Hubble image as I have been getting on the ground base. Look at that. On the right is probably a 2-week-old ground-based image. So that was going to put us close to the same date. You see that? Now, I get a lot of comments that it's not breaking up, but guys, if someone tells you that, tell them to quit using Windows XP with that old 98 software. Tell them to send me a message and I'll hook them up with the new stuff. Anyway, look at the multiple objects in there. Again, they layered it over, but I can break it down somewhat. Again, we're looking at the inner coma there, and I'm going to go in and you can see how long that tail is, and that actually has some of it cut off here. Now, going into our green and the temperature changes there, green is the natural color. Now, this is brighter, but here, you see that's the outer coma, that's a natural green. They're saying 70K, and that's about a week old, that data. Then your inner coma that we look at to see the what's inside it. But it's a beautiful object. Look at that. But again, they did not have to send us those overlaid images like that. And again, at least we have this, but I would love to see what they have in their archive. I bet you they're spotting stuff deep inside it. I'm going to go in here and change these temperatures and bring that inner coma out. Look at that. Beautiful. Again, it's moving 2 million miles a day, so it's getting closer, so we should see the brightening of it. Now, if anybody that hasn't done it, Google Comet Shoemaker-Levy and look at I think it was 22 pieces as it was coming into the inner solar system that it shattered into. Now, this image is a diagram, guys, and it shows something very interesting. At the top, you see that fountain right inside the parabolic hoods. That's what we're seeing with Ison. Now, that new Hubble image is so overlaid, it's not showing it like the one in May. That's why I'm saying that's the difference in the quality of the images that they could be giving us. In the one in May, you could see clearly the jet coming out I think it was about 260 degrees off center. And another thing I want to talk about, some of the higher rated astronomers are getting kind of deeper into the BS now. They're talking more about an icy snowball. But look, guys, this is Hubble back in May on the left. This is that diagram when we're talking about the fountain. And if they can show us that in May, that's off the tip of Ison. And look at the images we're getting in October. But again, we have that, but it's not what they're getting. We got the crumbs of it. But it was enough for me to look inside that coma. Now, this is going back in May, and look at this. This is Ison going through that time. But guys, it's a heads up. We do have that new image at least, and I'm going to put a link to that on the one of the Ison sites as we go through this. And notice that this outer coma contours with the inner objects. But again, guys, I'm about to start a series of videos I think we're going to need for these end times, looking at the way that the EBT system ran that test run to check the panic mode of the American public. There were too many things in there that proved it was a test run, because the things fell into place exactly with the government going broke and fighting the debt ceiling, which they've agreed on if you saw the news today. But guys, that was a test run. And what are they going to do in 3 months? They've kicked that can down the road. But I've got a series of videos, and I think you'll find them interesting. Heads up.